The Aeon Syncrasis Commixture, reconciling divine dualities. In Gnostic cosmology, syncrasis represents a divine attribute that embodies the profound process of reconciliation and harmonization within creation. It is the aeonic principle through which dualities, such as light and darkness, spirit and matter, male and female, are brought into balance. The concept of the Aeon Syncrasis Commixture is central to the Gnostic understanding of the cosmos and the soul's journey, highlighting the restorative work of divine unity that seeks to heal the fractured state of existence and lead it back to its source in the Pleroma, the fullness of divine being. The nature of syncrasis in Gnostic thought. Syncrasis, derived from the idea of blending or merging, symbolizes the active engagement of the divine in restoring harmony to creation. It operates on both cosmic and individual levels, reflecting the interconnectedness of the macrocosm and microcosm. The commixture of dualities is not a mere dissolution of opposites, but a transformative synthesis that reveals their original unified nature. In this sense, syncrasis reflects the divine intent to bring the fragmented world into alignment with the eternal and undivided truth of the Pleroma. This process is illuminated in the Gospel of Philip, where it is written, "Light and darkness, life and death, and right and left are siblings of one another and inseparable. For this reason, the good are not good, the bad are not bad, life is not life, death is not death. Each will dissolve into its original nature, but what is superior to the world cannot be dissolved, for it is eternal." Here, syncrasis is depicted as the dissolution of false distinctions. The pairs of opposites, while appearing distinct, are intrinsically linked and must ultimately be reconciled into their primordial unity. Syncrasis and consciousness transformation. The Aeon Syncrasis Commixture has profound implications for the consciousness of a believer. It calls for a radical reorientation of perception, one that transcends the dualistic frameworks imposed by the material world. The spiritual journey involves recognizing and embracing the interconnectedness of all things, moving beyond surface-level oppositions to perceive the deeper unity underlying existence. This transformation is exemplified in the Gospel of Thomas. When you make the two into one, and when you make the inner like the outer, and the outer like the inner, and the upper like the lower, and when you make male and female into a single one, so that the male will not be male nor the female be female, then you will enter the kingdom. This passage encapsulates the essence of syncrasis, emphasizing the need to harmonize inner and outer realities, upper and lower realms, and even the duality of gender. The act of making the two into one signifies the culmination of the syncratic process, where the believer achieves a state of divine unity and alignment with the Pleroma. Syncrasis and the Gospel of Philip. The Gospel of Philip further elaborates on this harmonization. "For this reason," he said, "I have come to make the lower like the upper and the outer like the inner, and to unite them in that place." He spoke here in symbols and images. This statement ties directly to the aeonic function of syncrasis, illustrating the divine mission to unify the disparate aspects of creation. The lower and upper, as well as the outer and inner, are not separate entities, but parts of a greater whole that must be reunited. This unification occurs in the innermost, which is described as the fullness or Pleroma, an eternal and incorruptible state that lies beyond the realm of fragmentation. The inner work of syncrasis. The believer's consciousness is transformed through the inward realization of this unity. The Gospel of Philip reflects this inner work in its reference to prayer. "Go into your room, shut the door behind you, and pray to your Father who is in secret. That is, the one who is innermost. What is innermost is the fullness, and there is nothing further within." This teaching underscores the inward journey required to align with the Aeon Syncrasis. The innermost is the site of reconciliation, where the dualities of the outer world dissolve, and the believer comes to rest in the undivided fullness of divine reality. Conclusion. Syncrasis as a path to divine unity. The Aeon Syncrasis Commixture is both a cosmic and personal process that reflects the divine attribute of unity. By harmonizing dualities, it restores the fractured state of creation to its original completeness in the Pleroma. Through the transformative work of syncrasis, the believer moves beyond dualistic consciousness, achieving an inner alignment with the divine. As the Gospel of Thomas and the Gospel of Philip reveal, this journey involves making the two into one and embracing the innermost fullness where all opposites are reconciled. In this way, Syncrasis offers a profound vision of spiritual restoration, guiding both the cosmos and the soul back to their divine source.